Welcome to my travel vlog and a new room in my house. I have just finished packing my bags for my USA trip and I leave in about an hour and 15 minutes for the airport. My flight is, I don't know, a couple of hours after that. So this is my first travel check-in and I will take you with me. I don't know how much I'll film at the airport because I'm still nervous to, you know, film in front of people. I've decided on the pattern that I'm going to be making. I am going to be making the basic button up by Made in the Moment, and I'm going to be making it in a new color of Bango's blend that I'm going to release when I get home from this trip. I didn't want to push myself to release it beforehand because it would have required like lots of photos and touch-ups and stuff like that. So let me show you that really quickly. This is it. It is called Atmosphere. It's like a mid blue. I was gonna make this button up in our ocean floor, which is more of a navy dark blue, but I don't actually have that much of it left in my little stash that I kept for myself. So instead, I'm gonna be using and showcasing this new color that we got. So I did my gauge swatch this morning and I did all my measurements, so I'm pretty sure I'm prepped and ready to go. I had such a long list of stuff to get done before I left. I've been making these like little cassowary toys that we're giving away as like most valuable player prizes at the tournament to each team we play. So I made 12 of those. I've been doing all of the player profiles that are going up on our Instagram account, just all these other little bits and bobs, and I still need to download some like movies and stuff to watch on the plane. If I don't do that, I'm sure they'll have good ones, so it's not the end of the world if I don't, but if I have time, I will. Kieran's just gone to get us some coffees, so we'll have a last coffee together and probably do a quiz, and then we'll head to the airport, so see you there. I have found my own little spot to sit. I'm gonna eat some very late lunch or maybe early dinner, and then I have to get to my gate in an hour, so I'm not sure if I probably won't do any crochet. Maybe I'll start it just so that I don't have to start it if they turn the lights out on the plane, but anyway, we'll see. It's very loud here, so see what other clips we get. There was a slight delay in boarding, but we got on board fine and I was able to do a lot more of my crochet, as you can see in this clip. And there was actually someone in the row next to us and a little bit behind that was knitting, and we caught each other's eye and gave each other the, you know, fibre arts nod of approval, which was nice. And I also had nobody sitting next to me on this flight, so all around great success. I've made it to LA. I am in the rental car, which feels really weird sitting on the other side of the road, but here we are. It took so long to get here. I think I waited for a shuttle to get me here for about 40 minutes, which after a 13-hour, 14-hour flight, not ideal. So I am tired and a little grumpy, but I am happy to be in LA. I'm gonna see how I go driving on the wrong side of the road. I did it last year in Canada, so I should be alright, but we'll find out. Look out, LA! I think after this I'm just gonna probably find some food, and I don't think I can check into my accommodation until 4, which actually should be fine because that took so long. So, see you soon! Here, I'm walking to get some food because I was so hungry on that drive. I just had a little lie down at the accommodation, and now I'm going to a place that is walkable, which I feel like is like pretty, I don't know, I was like low-key, did not think that there would be anything within walking distance because I'm in some like, I don't know, I think suburb area of LA. But I'm excited to eat some Mexican food. I guess tomorrow's plan is to go to Joann's. There's a few in the area, which is not so secretly why I chose to stay in this area, because I didn't want to stay in LA proper, and so I just looked where the Joanns were and stayed near some of them. So yeah, gonna eat, gonna sleep probably, and then craft trip tomorrow before I pick my friend up and we drive to San Diego. This is horrible lighting, but anyway, I have just eaten some very delicious tacos. It is now like 6 o'clock and I need to stay awake. I need to stay awake so that I don't fall asleep too quickly, and I've just seen that there's a Michael's and a Walmart like a 6-minute drive away, or a 40-minute walk, which is baffling to me as an Australian. But I think I'm gonna go there now. The Joann's is like a different direction that I want to go to, and I also found a coffee shop that does like proper barista coffee and has good ratings, so I'm gonna try that tomorrow morning. And it's down the same way as the Joann, so I don't want to have to like drive down, drive back, and then drive down again to meet my friend. So I've decided I'm gonna go check out the Walmart and the Michael's now. It's very exciting for me to be in the home of loops and threads. And we don't get this Feels Like Bliss in Australia. It feels so good. I see why people use it a lot. Like, how cute would a duck snuggler be in these two colors? This is the first bowl of Sweet Snuggles light I've ever seen, and it was just in a random shelf, so I need to go find where it is. This is like heaven to an Australian amigurumi maker, honestly. Imagine having a store that actually had this much blanket and chenille physically that you could touch. Incredible. Incredible. And over here too. So many options. I could cry. This is dangerous. I decided to go full basic bitch on my first night, and I got a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks after my trip to Michael's. Pretty good. I understand the hype. Probably wouldn't drink it all the time, but I'm here for it. Alright. I see you, America. Is it weird to say that I think this would taste better if it didn't have coffee in it? I don't know if that's a thing you can order, but it's probably what I would have preferred almost. But still good. I have a question. Is this a sugar and cream dupe? Okay, I am home. I don't think anyone else is here, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm maybe talking slightly weirdly. Anyway, I'm going to show you quickly what I got at Michael's. I did not get anything at Walmart, although like I'm just surprised that everywhere in America seems to sell yarn, and it wasn't as like cheap as I expected, but definitely such a bigger range than in Australia, and like available in so many places. So anyway, here's what I got. It was all yarn, buy one get 50% off. So I bought this Chenille Home Slim yarn from Loops and Threads. I need to make a big chicken nugget. Don't ask questions, but I need to make one, and I couldn't find any yarn at home that was like the right color. So this should be enough to make a pretty big one. So I got that. And then I wanted to try Feels Like Bliss yarn. So I got some. I got 2 in yellow. And I got 1 in peach, I think it's called. Yeah. Peach. What's this one technically called? Buttercup. Peach and buttercup. And I was only gonna get 1 of each, but then because of the buy one get 50% off one, I was like, I may as well get 4 in total. You know, day one in the US, and I've already spent this much. Tomorrow is my Joann's trip, and I might also go to Trader Joe's with my friend to get some like snacky snacks, and then we're meeting up with some of my other friends in San Diego who have flown down from Canada to visit me. So that is all for today. I think I'm going to maybe start editing this or just watch some TV and fall asleep when I fall asleep. So that's the plan for the rest of the day, and I will see you in daylight tomorrow. Good morning. I am off to get a coffee. Step one, I slept pretty well, surprisingly. I didn't wake up at like 3 a.m, which I thought might have been the case. So I am dressed, I am packed, everything's in the car. I'm gonna go and get a coffee, and then we're gonna go to Joann's and then see what happens for the rest of the day. It's a beautiful blue sky, unlike last night's rain, which I was absolutely not anticipating. Was not on the weather report, so hopefully today will be a little bit nicer of a day to just travel around on my own until my friend arrives at like probably 3 o'clock this afternoon. So let's go. I have made it to Joann's, and as I was driving in I also saw that it's really close to a Hobby Lobby, and I know that we don't shop at Hobby Lobby, but I want to see what it's like inside. So I'm still going to visit it, but I think I'll do my shopping at Joann's. So let's go. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. I feel like this is such a nothing day out for anyone who is American, but as someone who does not have these options at home, we have literally like one type of craft store, maybe 2, although all of the Lynn crafts in Sydney I'm pretty sure do not exist anymore. So it's really just Spotlight for me as a large chain craft store that I can go to that has like good prices. And of course there are like heaps of amazing local yarn stores around, but they don't sell kind of amigurumi style yarns like chenille yarns or blanket yarns. It's usually like beautiful merinos and wools and things like that. So very exciting day out for me. Come and visit these craft stores with me. Oh my god, I could cry. There are so many cool yarns here. I'm gonna spend so much money. Just finished at Joann's. I bought a whole bag of yarn, which I will show you later, but now we are walking around the corner to, oh my gosh, bright, to a Hobby Lobby so that I can check that out, just to see it. And I feel like I will have hit the 3 big yarn shops in America, because I went to Michael's yesterday, Joann's this morning, and now Hobby Lobby, so let's go. Someone definitely just saw me filming that. I'm embarrassed. Okay, joking. I didn't think about the fact that Hobby Lobby is like Christian owned and therefore would not be open on a Sunday. Literally not a thing that crossed my mind that might happen, because it's not really a thing that places do in Australia. So I guess no Hobby Lobby trip. Oh well, lucky I bought so much at Joann's. Are you ready to see what I got at Joann's? A happy surprise for me. When I got the receipt, pretty much everything had a discount on it, or everything was on sale, which I didn't know when I was picking it out. The biggest one being Plush, which I thought was going to be $9.99 US, and it was $7.49. It was $2.50 off. As was the Juicy Luxe Velour, which I bought. So, spoiler alert, I guess. Okay, first thing I got is Big Twist Posh. I got it in this kind of lightish green, so It's really similar, like feels super similar to Patty's Plush, which we just started stocking at Patty and Bango's place. So I wanted to get some so that I could compare it. My lovely friend Leah at AUSSIE Crafts had done a comparison for me, so I knew it was like pretty similar, but this way I'll be able to kind of do my own comparison videos and stuff when I'm home. And I got it in this green so that I could just make turtles or something with the other greens that I've got. And I think, I don't know, green's a nice color. I'll be able to make amigurumi with it. So that's number one. I only got it in one color for now. Number two, which I also just kind of ruined with the receipt thing, but I wanted to try the Juicy Couture Luxe Velour. That is a mouthful. I wanted to try it because Passionate Kelsie uses it for her scrunchies, and I just wanted to see what it was like, how it compared to some of the velvets that we have access to, and if I can find a similar one to put in Patty and Bango's place down the track, maybe I can, and this way I'll actually have some with me to test, because you can't get it in Australia, as with most things that I'm about to show you. So that was that. Then I got two Lily Sugar and Cream balls. They're both the same color, so I'll just show you one. This is, what's this color called? Sonoma Carreteres. I got that. I got two balls. I think I'm gonna make like a market bag or something. I guess I just want to be Kelsie. No, I just wanted to try a Lily Sugar and Cream, and I didn't want to have to buy heaps of it. So I figured with two balls I'll be able to make a market bag or something similar, something small like that. And this is a very cute kind of fall colorway. Been in America less than 24 hours and I'm saying fall again, but I've seen it a lot today, so that is the next thing I bought. Two of those. I also got Burnett Blanket Tweeds because, again, so two balls of this in Australia. I looked it up when I was in Joann's to see kind of what the price comparison was. Two balls of this costs 50 Australian dollars, which is wild. This cost me $9 US for one, which is roughly maybe like $13 or $13.50 Australian. So literally half the price, because I got two of them. I got both of these colorways. So this is now cost me like roughly 26 Australian dollars. They were on sale, but still roughly 26 Australian dollars instead of 50, which is wild, but also a shame because if I love it, I'm like not gonna be able to work with it. But I think I'll make some maybe loaf cats out of these because I've seen Annie Caraway Art make them in these tweed colors and they look so cute. So that was the idea behind them, although they're huge balls, so maybe I can make a couple of different things. This one is the Woodland Tweed, and this one is the Sandy Tweed. So one each of those. Oh my gosh, I'm like sweating. It's hot here. The last thing of yarn that I got is Red Heart Flower Power, and I really just got this so that I can test it and see if it works, and I might do a little like review video or a video of me losing my mind over trying to make it work for YouTube. So stay tuned for that. Let me know if you want to see it in the comments. I don't know, this was the cutest colorway, I thought. They had a lot though. It hasn't quite made it to Australia yet, and if it does, it'll probably make it into the mill end bags at Spotlight, so it's nice to see kind of how they look in real life, so that if I do like it and it comes to Australia, maybe I'll be able to find it in the mill end bag. So all of those cost me 2 balls of the blanket yarn, 1 ball of the Flower Power, 2 of the Lily Sugar and Cream. They're the Lily Sugar and Cream super size, I probably should have said. They're not the small ones. 1 of the Luxe Velour, Juicy Couture Luxe Velour, and 1 of the Big Twist Posh. That all cost me, plus a couple of little things that altogether cost $8.40 is the extra stuff I bought. All of that together with discounts, etc., cost $63.39 US. So about 90 Australian dollars. 7 balls of yarn that I cannot get in Australia, a few of which are huge, like these 300-gram balls. So I think that's really good. Considering 2 of these balls alone in Australia would have cost me $50. I'm happy with that, and it means I get to test new things out, and I'm excited to give it a go. So that was fun. I still am a little bit in awe of just how much choice there is for yarn, how many different things, like how many different kinds of yarn there are in the stores, how many different colors there is. Like having more than a wall of burnout blanket yarn in a shop physically, I understand it now why people love Joann's. Like, I thought Michael's was really good when I went to that yesterday, and it is really good compared to Australian stores, but Joann's is just next level. And this was just one of them. I don't even know if it's like a super good one. It had good ratings. There's another one kind of close by, but I can't imagine it has anything more or anything I didn't see and like in this one, in that one. You know what I mean? So exciting times. If there are any other fun clips from the rest of my day before I meet up with my friend and head to San Diego this afternoon, I will pop them in here. That I'm leaving empty-handed, but happy to hit the trifecta, you know? Wild. Still so many things to choose from. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I have had a really fun time visiting all these craft stores and just like seeing the hype in America. I'm going okay driving over here. I'm like feeling more confident with it already, and it's only been like 20 hours-ish. 8 of which I was sleeping. So far so good. And if you want me to check anything else out while I'm in America, please drop it in the comments below. I will of course be with my team for a lot of this trip now. If you have any like food recommendations or anything like that for the kind of LA, Irvine or San Diego regions where I'll be, drop them below as well for me. If you want to see a video on making this, let me know. Let's just have a chat in the comments, you know? As always, if you liked this video, give it a like. Let me know that you're here and I'm not screaming into the void with these videos. I really appreciate it. And if you've enjoyed this and you want to see more crafty content, consider subscribing and watching some of my other videos, which are all pretty much crochet related. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye! Ooh. All right, this tripod sucks.